Hola, my name is Diego Garcia, and I'm a photographer. And when I don't have private shoots going on, I jump in one of those adventure tour boats. Now, why those tours? Well, I love candid photography, and I mean, there's only so many places I can be with a group of people for 6 hours, capturing their meaningful moments. But also, they're not really questioning why some guy taking pictures of my family and I. Here, I can be their fly in the wall. Just the cameraman. Now, how do we know who's with who out of almost 200 passengers?
When they board, the passengers take what I call the Disneyland picture. You know, the one they print out with the frames. Okay, my colleague, Jonah, and I watch from a distance as the guy takes it, and then we just assume that's who they're with. We just have to remember not to forget.
Now, what we used to do, way back when little me had short hair, when I started, my brother and I would go up to literally seat by seat to offer our services as their personal photographers for the day. But they would usually reject us. I mean, it would mostly be because of their phones. I mean, that was the reason everyone would give us. They don't really need a service that they can already give themselves. Some people would just prefer to ask a stranger to take a picture of them or use their selfie sticks.
And you know what? That's fine. That's even better for me, actually. Because I'd rather play a game I made up. A game I like to call moment hunting. The game is basically capturing cool moments, and depending on what those moments are, bonus points for me.
See, I know I'm cheating right now. I know this isn't a real moment that I'm capturing. I know I'm actually piggybacking off of her posts, but there are certain people that will do absolutely nothing all day but get up for that little Instagram pic. And that's why I try to shoot as much as I can from everyone. Los Arcos de MISMALOYA. This is where we do some swimming.
I used to be the first one to jump in the water. But then what would happen is I would jump in the water, wait for everyone to jump in, but then people freak out, bail, and then I'll have nothing for them. Now I wait until the very end and shoot them jumping in the water. That way, just in case they do bail, then I'll have something for them. Everyone in? Cool. Let's go.
idea. There's too much of a current. Even the tiniest wave can push you against the sharp rocks over sea urchins and corals. So it's really not a good idea. That's not our group. That's someone else. That's another group. We're not going in there. Go.
Days like today with extreme current, it's impossible to shoot anything because people are basically getting pulled and pushed against the rocks. The current will take them far away until a little side boat has to go get them, basically tether pull them back to the boat. But hey, if I wasn't working, for me this would be loads of fun. Oh, also, jellyfish season. By this time, I have a pretty good idea on who's with who, so I start separating all the shots I've taken into little groups. Playa Las Animas. As soon as I get to the beach, is non-stop action for 3 hours. Remember those passengers I mentioned? The ones that won't do anything all day? Well, everyone has to walk over the pier to the beach, and that's where I take a shot that I really like. It's palm trees in the background, the ocean. I think it's pretty cool. Anyways, it's more content for more people to show. But I don't always get to take that shot. Some days, the crew will just dump the passengers on the sand, skipping the pier entirely. Less content for me to show.
Lean forward.
Okay, great. I just missed a couple riding out on that jet ski as I was finishing setting up. That's fine. I'll just shoot them when they come back in about 30 minutes. I just have to remember not to forget. The banana and the parachute rides are located in front of the restaurant. The horseback rides, however, are a little farther away. It's about a football field down, and sometimes I won't see people making their way down, and I'll notice them arriving at the horses at the very last second. Meaning, I have to do a whole Tom Cruise Mission Impossible sprint down the hot sand before they saddle up. Then run back down to the beach to make sure I'm not missing out on anyone else. I get excited about love, romance, and kisses, hand holding, and other romantic stuff. You know, it's bonus points for the game that I'm playing. Oh, jet ski, gotta go. My cameraman senses are tingling. The banana boat. Hey look, that one couple. Got him. Around this time, I have usually around 2,000 shots I have to separate as everyone has lunch. But then, remember that person that hasn't done anything all day? Well, they finally got off their butt. It's fine. Make sure I don't forget this. Has happened before. Really embarrassing. About 4:10, people have happy and full bellies. And that's when I jump in, literalmente, to show them my work. Around that time as well, Jonah comes back from the waterfall. Then he tries to show his work. Tries. Quick tip. If you ever come to one of these things, either be the first ones to board or the last ones to board. Don't be the ones standing around for 30 minutes in the middle. Jonah and I used to be the last people to board. But then we realized the first passengers back on the boat have nothing else to do. They're just sitting there, bored. So, I'm gonna show them something cool. Their own little movie. If the whole day is a battle against time, the right back is the final boss, and its main weapon, booze. See, everyone has been drinking for the last 4 hours, more or less, and they just want to keep drinking, dance, and hang out with their newfound friends. The last thing they want to see, some pictures some strangers took of them. See, how Jonah prefers to show his work is to rush through their pictures as fast as possible. And I understand, there's over 100 people, we have very little time. But one of the reasons why I run around all day is not just to sell my work. It's because I love seeing people's reactions to their own day, their own story.
Some people won't give me the time. Some people will prefer their selfies. But that's okay, because not everyone cares. I stick with the ones who do. Those are the people. Those are the stories I care about. My favorite thing to hear from them at the end of the day is, "When did you take this? I didn't even know you were there." Which is why, a year ago, when I still had short hair, I stopped telling them I was going to be there. I let them live their day as the main characters of their own story. And I was just capturing their moments. A fly in the wall. The cameraman.